loves, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Brenda and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this very beautiful, easy makeup look. I've been wanting to do this look for a very long time. I feel like this has almost become a trend where people do like a pop of color in their inner eye, and I just wanted to jump on the bandwagon and try it out. I was initially inspired by Kylie Jenner. She posted a picture, I want to say like 3-4 months ago, where she had a pop of pink in her inner corner eye. But yeah guys, this look was so easy to create. It literally took no effort, and I just love how beautiful it turned out. So you guys should definitely try to recreate this look and send me your pictures on Instagram. I would love to see how it looks. Also, I want to give you guys a little disclaimer throughout this whole video. You guys can probably hear the TV in the background just because my boyfriend is watching the Super Bowl and it's hella loud, and he's like so excited and yelling, so you guys can probably hear that. If not, good, but if you do, in advance, I apologize. But if you guys want to see how I created this makeup look, then please keep on watching. So for this look, I was inspired somewhat by this picture. Now this is Kylie Jenner's picture, and as you can tell, I'm gonna zoom in. As you can tell, she has like a very bright pink inner corner, and I want to do that. I feel like that has been like a trend lately. I see a lot of like influencers or like Instagram people put like a pop of color in their inner eye, and I just love it. And I seen like this pink, neon pink shirt in my closet, and I was like, I need to wear that. So I was inspired by this shirt. So that is what I'm gonna do today. I'm just gonna do like a very basic, easy eye, like a very neutral eye with just a pop of color. So we're just gonna go ahead and start with our face. So I did already moisturize, and we're gonna go right into primer. The primer that I'm using is this one by Farsali. This is the Skin Tune Blur Perfecting Primer Serum. I've used this only like twice in the past, to be honest. So I feel like I need to use more of like my products, more of like my high-end products. I like use them to review them, and then I just like won't use them again. So let's use this bad boy. Just gonna apply some on the T-zone of my face. I feel like such an Instagram person. You know how people do like videos and like have this like run down their face, but this one is literally not running down my face. Whatever, we'll work with it. So I let that set in for about a minute or so, and now we're going to move on to foundation. The foundation that I'm using today, my favorite, it's the Makeup Forever foundation stick, and this is in the shade 375. I love this foundation so much. I've used so many of these foundations in the past, and I've gone through so many that I just always go back to it. It's so good. So we're just going to apply some all over our face. To blend it out, I'm going to use this brush. Sorry, I know you guys can't take me seriously, but I'm going to use this brush. This is from BH Cosmetics, and this came in their marble set. This is the brush in number 3. I absolutely love how smooth and effortlessly this foundation blends into your skin. I mean, it has to do a lot with the brush too. I feel like they're both very good, but I just feel like this one is just so freaking nice. I do have a video that I have in mind that I want to film for you guys. One of you guys suggested that I should do my favorite matte and dewy foundations, and I want to do that pretty soon. Also, since it is the month of February and Valentine's is around the corner, I have so many videos for Valentine's Day that I want to film for you guys. I just love Valentine's. I love everything that has to do with the color pink. So I have so many ideas. So keep an eye out for those. I'm going to move on to concealer. For concealer, I'm using this Jouer concealer. This is in the shade Honey. I recently picked this up at IMATS, and I had no idea that I had one already, but I got 2 different colors, so that's totally fine. I got Creme Brulee, and this is Honey. I think this one's just like one shade a little darker than Creme Brulee, but I love the consistency of this concealer, so I was so glad I had another one anyway. To blend this out, I'm going to be using my Morphe blending sponge. Guys, can you see how frizzy my hair is? I literally just got out of the shower and I feel like it's getting so frizzy. We'll fix that later, but yeah, this is like my natural hair. It's kind of like wavy, sort of wavy, but more frizzy than anything. Just gonna go with it, but it gets like hella frizzy, especially since it's kind of still wet. I try not to put a lot of heat right after I shower, so I let it air dry for a good like 2-3 hours. And it's been about an hour or so, so I'm gonna let it air dry for another hour, and then I'm gonna try to straighten it. I don't know what I'm gonna do to it, to be honest with you. So I was about to set my face, but I am gonna bronze my face first because I want to try this guy out again. This is the Hoola contour stick. I used it in like 2 videos ago, I think, and I tried it out. I didn't really like how pigmented it was, but I want to give it another try, so I'm gonna use it today again. So we're gonna just contour our face with this guy, starting off with our cheeks, and then I'm gonna put some on my forehead and on my jawline. I look so crazy right now, guys. This is so funny. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it out with this brush. This is also from BH Cosmetic Marble Set. This is in the shade, I'm sorry, this is in the number 5. So I did already finish blending that bronzer out, and to be honest with you guys, I still agree with my first thought. I just feel like the bronzer is a very light for my skin tone. I like my bronzer to be dark and like cool tone. Well, not even cool tone. I just like it to be like very dark. And I feel like this one is just like not as dark as I want it to be. Don't get me wrong, it blends beautifully. It's like very nice, but for like girls with like tan to dark skin, I don't recommend it. Just because it won't show up and you still have to like apply more bronzer to get like a very nice like contour. But if you like a very subtle contour, then this is good for you. You will like this. But I don't. I like my contour to be like very brown. So with that being said, I am going to apply a powder bronzer on top. But before, I do want to set the rest of my face. To set my under eye, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. This is in the shade Banana Bread. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use my NYX finishing powder. You guys know that I love this. So I'm just going to grab it with a big brush and set the rest of my face and dust the excess powder off my face. I'm not going to go in so much where I applied my contour. I'm just going to go around that just so I can still apply some powder contour on top of that. So now that that is done, we're going to move on to bronzer. I'm going to use this bronzer right here. This is the Becca Sunlit Bronzer, and this is in the shade Ipanema Sun. I love this bronzer. It's so gorgeous. So all we're doing with this powder is intensifying our bronzer a little more. We're moving on to blush now, and for blush, I'm going to use this one right here. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush, and it is in the shade Fearless. I'm just going to dab this blush very little bit on our apples of the cheek. I didn't try to put a lot of powder because it is very pigmented. As you can see here, it's already very, very bright and pink, which I love, but just a little bit of powder will go a long way. So before we move on, I do want to carve out my contour. I'm going to carve it out with this Morphe sponge and with powder. And all I'm going to do is just apply some right here, just to clean up our bronzer. So for the meanwhile, I'm going to contour my nose, and I'm going to use this Becca bronzer and just a little fan brush. And we're just going to apply some on the edges of our nose. Using that sponge, I'm going to carve out my nose contour as well. And now we're just going to dust off all that powder from our face. So I'm actually going to skip the rest of my face for now, and I'm going to move on to my eyes. For today, I'm going to use the James Charles and Morphe palette. If you guys seen my review on this palette, you know how pigmented and how much I love these shades. And I was inspired by this pink right here because I used it in my look and I just love it so much. So I did want to use it today again. So I'm going to start off and grab this color right here. This is just like a warm brown color, and I'm going to apply that as my crease color. So this color, I am just going to be bringing it back and forth all across the crease, and I'm going to bring it up on top of the crease as well. Basically, this is just going to be an all over the lid color. So I'm basically just going to leave my lid like this, but I did want to use this color right here. I'm going to apply this right in the center just to bring a little brightness to the center of the lid. So with my finger, I'm grabbing that color and applying it right in the middle. Going back to this brown right here, I'm going to smudge that color in the bottom half of my lid. So now we're gonna apply a wing liner, and I'm using my roller liner by Benefit. I've been obsessed with this liner. It's just so easy to use. Now that our eyeliner is all done, we're going to move on to lashes. To prep my lashes, I'm going to apply mascara. This is the Colossal Mascara by Maybelline. And for falsies, I'm going to use these right here. These are the Morphe Premium Lashes, and they are in the style Hypnotic. I honestly forgot how pretty these lashes are. These Hypnotic lashes by Morphe are so gorgeous. I wore them in a video, like a long time ago, guys, but I did not remember how nice they were. I like how wispy they are. A tip that I recommend for you guys is after you apply your falsies and after they're like dry, go like this with your fingers under your eye and just like pull up your falsies. That way they look like very fluttery and up versus like down, you know, or straight out. I just like them to like look a little wispy and look a little out. Just a little tip for you guys. So we're gonna move on to the rest of our eyes, and we are gonna use this baby right here. This is the star of the show. We are gonna be applying this in the inner part of our eye. So I'm going to just pick up a small little tapered blending brush. I'm gonna pack a little bit, and then I'm just gonna start tapping it in the inner part of my eye. So I'm going to do little by little, and then depending on how pigmented I want it to be, I'll add more. Oh, that looks so pigmented already. It's just like a little circle, but it looks so nice. I'm also going to be applying this inner rim eyeliner. This is just like a very light nude eyeliner, and I'm going to apply it right on my waterline. And to finish off the eyes, I am just going to be applying some mascara on the bottom half lashes. Now we're going to move on to highlighter, but you guys know before I do that, I have to set my face. So I'm going to be using my Morphe Setting Mist first. And on top of that, I'm going to be using this highlighter. This is the highlighter by Dose of Colors and Desi and Katie, and it is in the shade Fuego. This highlighter is pure Fuego. I love it so much. And last but not least, we're going to move on to our lips. I'm going to start off by lining my lips first. For lip liner, I'm going to use this one right here. This is a NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Truffle. For liquid lipstick, I'm going to be using this one right here, and this one is by Jouer, and it is in the shade Terra. So we are pretty much done, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do something about this craziness, and I will be right back. All right, guys, so I am back, and this is the final look. I absolutely love how everything came together, and I feel like my hair definitely made a difference and made it look 100 times better. But I really love how this look came out. I'm absolutely obsessed with how easy and how like gorgeous and girly it looks. This was literally something that I wanted to do for a very long time, but since Valentine's Day is around the corner and I do love pink, I decided to do this like little pop of color look. But when I'm telling you guys that this look is like super easy, I mean like it's super easy. I feel like I could do this in my sleep. You guys should definitely try to recreate this look, and if you do, send me your pictures on Instagram. I would love to see how your look turns out. So that is all for today, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you did, you already know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below to keep up with all my videos. I have so many videos in mind that I'm going to film for you guys, so you guys don't want to miss out on that. But that is all for today, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.